Hey guys, and welcome back to the newest episode of Lost Gaming. Last time we ran through a field and found our first white room. A unique little section of a dungeon that helps progress the story a little bit. We also did a quick run through of a field for Gardenia and kind of ran out of stuff to do. So we called it an episode there, and now we're going to pick up where we left off. So we've got a little bit more world building here, talking about the Neurogoggle FMDs, just the little headsets that they use to play the games. And then here's something a little bit more connected to the story that's going on right now. As you can see, like, it's essentially being called like creepypasta, really, if that's where you're going to look at it as. And we got a little bit of more world building with Mistral. Alright, so since we've got all that done, let's go log in and we'll check out the board. So that's a little bit of a throwback piece of information to Orca. Says he's going to be where he said he was going to take his friend. So wonder what that's all about. And since we don't have anything else sitting out to do right now, I suppose there's no reason not to head back to Delta server and let's check this out. Since it's Delta bursting past over Aquafield. Oh, forgot about this. Before we go do that, let's go take care of our next round of Goblin Tag. So far these have all been pretty easy, but I think we're about to start seeing a few little hiccups in it.
I don't get up at 5 for nothing.
So let's do our usual thing. Ooh, and I ran out of... This could be a problem. However, what we can always do to kind of combat that is just start casting some spells. See, I kind of went against my own information because normally I would have done something along the lines of having an absolute ton of these. See, this magic just keeps right on missing. Now you're kind of seeing like where this gets a little bit more aggravating to deal with. But there we go. Once you can get him in range, he's still not too hard.
I didn't sleep much last night. Too excited. Sleep is good.
And now we have the goblin boots. So let's get out of this field. And while I normally do this kind of thing off camera, today you're going to see me go pick up some of those, because definitely got to have some speed charms, since I haven't taken the time to go do the speed running challenges. Of course, got too much in. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these and get us some more money. Go ahead and get a bunch of those, so that ought to last us quite a bit. You can see there's a bunch of other spells in here that you can get. This is probably the only one that's really useful in my opinion. But even at that, it's really undercut by just how useful, like pretty much everything has at least repped on it. And if you've got that, you don't really need any of the other stuff. Pick up a few more Mage's Souls since we're starting to use Wave Masters a little bit more. Won't need any of those. Probably good to pick up some more Fairy Orbs, because those are always good to have. Okay, while we're here too, I need to put those up, but I can take care of that later. Just wanted to get enough so that I could sort of refill all my equipment, or all my standard items to a good point. Because you always want to make sure you've got enough stuff to take care of things like that. As I said, well, you haven't really noticed it too much because I've been taking a lot of time off camera to run some dungeons and power up. This game can get really unforgiving if you don't take the time.
Huh? You're a friend of Orca? That's why you know this place. That's incredible. That rumor. It can't be.
Rumor? Orca also mentioned it.
About there's something unknown, lurking within the world. You never heard about it?
That's what Orca was investigating?
I don't have the details. Linda was asking him all kinds of questions. Maybe she knows more about it. She's probably at Delta, buried pagan fiery sands.
Thank you.
Oh, and here. I think Orca was going to give this.
So we met with Orca's friend Bob. He has sent us on a quest to see another player named Linda on another pretty easy field. And he also gave us a new book. Another one that's very useful. So let's try to form us a little party. Let's see. I haven't done anything with Mia in a while, so let's pull her in.
Right, let's...
And you know what? Black Rose has kind of been very tightly involved in all of this. Let's bring her along. She's absent right now. In that case, we'll go with the next best heavy blade we've got.
Oh, it's you.
And give Sandra a call. Now, I kind of want to take a look just to see. Got a level 15 sword. Mia's got a level 12 sword. I don't think I've got anything better, but yeah, there's nothing really better. But I think I can give some better equipment for them.
There's never... Thanks.
So we'll give her that.
There's never a dull...
And we'll give her that.
Thanks.
And then Sanjuro,
Hey, what's...
we can give him this one.
Hey,
And we can give him that one.
hey.
And that should be more than enough. So the area revealed by Bob. This is actually a pretty high level field for Delta server. Man, I want to say my memory was that Delta server only went up to about level 20, but clearly mistaken about that. Unless this is a unique situation, which does happen from time to time.
This...
Let's throw this in. And let's see if Grandpa can do anything
Was
with
it
it.
a gold? What? Let's see. Just be with a weapon you'll have.
So you need to take that kind of weapon
See
to
you later.
Beta server in order to get anything useful out of it. Well, let's go ahead and get Kite buffed up. We'll hit a couple of monster portals on our way to the dungeon, as has become tradition, just so we can see what we've got in this field. Ugh, I hate those things. These are some stronger versions of what we were dealing with earlier. Bring that up so that so yeah, as I was saying, those are some stronger versions of the mimics that we were dealing with earlier that are just annoying because of the confusion ability that they can hit you with. And let's go ahead and get Sanjuro healed up before he kills us. I hate those things. Witches are my absolute least favorite monster in this game right now. Regardless of what kind they are just an extreme annoyance that I can't stand having to deal with. Take that while we're here. One more. And we'll head into the dungeon. Now I'll say this one, this is a field I don't have much memory of. It's been a very long time since I've played through this part of the game. So I don't quite remember the story points here, but I think that it's still pretty self-explanatory what we think is going to happen through here. But I don't remember if this is a field where you can actually get to the God statue. If it is, this is a great place to get a little bit more stuff done, particularly if you can at least explore the whole dungeon and not get kicked out. You do have the opportunity to at least clear another dungeon, which we need to do in order to help hit that limit for this game.
Bloody aid!
Some corpses, and let's see what we get so far. So far today, breakable item. There we go. Just when I was about to say they haven't been very kind to me today.
There's never.
Very rare to find, but always appreciated when you can find it. Every so often you'll find those little symbols in the field or in a dungeon. They almost always do something useful. Away. Now this isn't something that I've kind of hit on just yet, but it is something that is extremely important to remember if you're going to try to play all the games through in order. There is a lot of virus cores needed in Quarantine, and it's virus cores from the entire game up till that point. So it is always within your best interest, whenever you're got a low virus setting, data drain. Data drain, data drain, data drain. Get as many cores as you can so that you can hopefully not have to deal with that later.
Bloody egg!
Since we're kind of full on items, I don't really see much of a need to open the treasure chest there. There's not really anything that's going to benefit us in those. Still want to break these open because I always want to get those items, because like I said, they're things that you really need in order to trade for certain items and weapons that you can't get anywhere else in the game but through trading.
Are you Orca's friend?
Yeah.
Bob told me about you. It's about the rumor, right? The world is not just an online game. There's something with some other purpose lurking inside it.
Some other purpose?
I don't know. After all, it's just a rumor, and I'm not sure if it even exists. But Orca and Balmunk were working together to find the truth about it.
Orca and Balmunk.
Balmunk of the Azure Sky, Orca of the Azure Sea. The most powerful party known as Descendants of Fianna. But even Orca. Take my advice. Forget about the rumor.
But I can't do that.
Hmm?
I am Orca's friend.
I see. So, in that case, check out Delta, Lonely Silent Great Seal. Orca told me he found a strange room in that area. May the grace of the...
So we've got a little bit more story information here. There's a rumor that there's something with a malevolent purpose lurking within the game. And not sure what all that means. But because Kite is Orca's friend, he's not going to give up his search. Just going to log out real quick just to see if there's anything else that we can... We just got another message from Mistral, but this is one that the chain ends, so we can't message her again without that. And I see that it's a little bit shorter because I know that I've had some people say they liked the longer episodes, but I feel like we're at a good stopping place for this episode. So, with that, I'll see you next time.